The almost perfect podcast.
Sorry, I'm a very positive person.
You are. You can be, especially online. One of the things you're always saying is nobody cares, work harder. Does that not feel like a way to get exploited?
I think the word harder is also
Misinterpreted.
because sometimes it's about learning how not to be screwed over, and people aren't willing to work on other parts of their careers, so people go, oh, I don't get enough opportunities in this. So I'm not saying work hard as in like write more and more and more jokes. I go, okay, maybe you just need to work harder on your image, or maybe you need to work harder on creating spaces for yourself.
Okay.
Maybe there's so many ways to work harder, but people just think it means grind harder, work later, and then it's like, no,
And that's not healthy.
that's not healthy, because then it's repeating the same thing over and over to get the same results. So work harder is sometimes you just got to be more than one person for a part in your career.
Yeah.
So just do that, because no, it's weird once you start doing certain things for yourself. Somebody arrives.
And says, can I do this for you?
Can I do this for you? Yeah.
So you're in that position now.
I'm having more people approach me now at this point and saying, let me be your person in this and that, or whatever. Let's work together in this and that.
Is that gratifying? Does that feel like, is that like a thing where you feel a bit more like you've made it?
Made it is such a weird concept.
I know.
I think made it for me is the opportunity to do more work. And when people want to do work with you, that's a great sign for me. So when a photographer goes, yo, we need to do a shoot together of something, that for me is like, oh, we get to create something else. It's not, oh, we get to be glamorous.
Yeah.
I go, oh, we get to be creative. I hope we can do something that creates a new piece of art or whatever, and we put that out. So because it's comedy and performance is a lifelong thing, so there's no need to think that you've made it, because also if Brad Pitt doesn't work for the next 20 years, Brad Pitt is done. It's not like we're not sitting there 20 years going, Brad Pitt's doing well, huh? You know what I mean? It's like he still has to put out fucking work.
Of course.
So it's the opportunity to work that's important.
So you don't see like a point in your career where you might just feel like, cool, I'm done. I've done enough now. Do you feel like you're going to carry on? Because I've chatted to some people and they're like, yeah, like I've already got so much in me and then I'm like done with this thing. Whereas I'm like, I can see myself on stage when I'm 80.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like that's when I'm going to be like good.
Yeah. Like, I think that's the thing. When people, like especially the younger guys, which, like, it's just not knowing what the industry is, and like, it won't be long before they realize
and how long it takes to
do anything.
How long have you been in this for?
So I've been doing it for 7.5 years now.
Shit, dude, your career is great. We're 7.5 years in.
No, it's moved fast.
Fuck.
I won't lie.
I thought you were like 10 or so years
See, that's
in.
where my anxiety comes from, because I know, and you and I know, where I am in my career.
Yeah.
Where
it's pretty far along.
On paper,
to
it looks it is far along, but in terms of the craft, I know where I am, and I am 5%. And I'm being generous when I say I am 5% of the comic I wish to be one day.
5%.
Yeah, bruh. I can poke holes in everything.
Wow. I would say like I'm 20% of the comic I'd like to be, and I'm a shit comic. So like, I don't know, like 5% is underselling yourself.
Man, I just love. When I watch Stuart Lee's comedy.
Stuart Lee is a god to
He's
me,
a
though.
god, bruh.
Like what that guy does.
It's insane.
It's unreal, dude. Like, I'm so glad you brought him up, because that dude I can watch forever and just go, how? How are you doing this?
He is so
like,
good,
the
I
way he
don't
divides
laugh.
Because you're in awe.
I'm just in awe. I'm literally just watching. I'm just like, I'm enjoying this so immensely, but laughter just is not enough.
And he likes dividing the crowd. Like,
yes, he's. Oh man. So I go.
I get you.
That's where comedy can be. Where am I?
Nowhere near that.
I'm so far. And there are moments where like I'll have like one joke in an hour where I go, I wish I was that joke for an hour. You know what I mean?
I know how you feel there.
So
man.
until I can be in an hour, I am a 30-second joke. So I am at 5% of the comic I want to be.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you. Well done. You did the maths on it
I
and
did.
everything. Oh man.
So yeah, so the anxiety comes from that, is to get attention at a point where you're like,
Don't feel like you're good enough.
I don't feel I'm good enough for that attention. But I have to also go, the world is huge, no one knows you. Keep working.
It's also, there's a lot more people who aren't on your level who do think they are and are pushing for it and get those opportunities because they think they are.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the Emperor's New Clothes perfectly describes the entertainment industry a lot of the time.
Yes.
You know, like it's more about like the perception. Like people can be naked and everyone's not saying anything.
Yeah.
You know, like always are walking the streets and everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of that, especially with social media allows you to get the fame and
people never even have to see you do comedy and they can think you're a great comedian.
Yes. Yeah. And I've watched people get opportunities they're not ready for, and I feel sorry for them because I go, you obviously have talent, it's
not refined yet.
You're pulled. You also feel compelled to be to be in certain spaces because the industry tells you to be there. Where it's like, if you just took your time to learn your craft, you could be really great because you're great at getting the attention. So if you work on the craft, by the time you're ready to give people who are willing to give you that attention, you can retain and maintain a really great career.
And they can be your audience.
And they can be your audience for life.
Whereas
but
people
now,
see you online and they're like, it's funny.
And they love you and they come watch you and it's like, oh, I can't do this again. It was nice seeing them live, but would I come again? No. It's unfortunate because we forget that these are lifelong pursuits.
Yeah.
Lifelong. And so...
And 10,000 hours, 10 minutes at a time.
Do you know what I mean? It's pretty fucking difficult. So, yeah, man, it's just... I don't judge them too hard now. I did before. I don't judge them too hard now because I understand the pressure of it.